Hey Jody, welcome to Zooming with the Murph. How are you today?
I'm wonderful, Murph. How are you doing?
Doing wonderful as well. You look great. You're in Florida, right?
Yes, it's beautiful weather here in Florida. It's a 100% chance of Bloody Marys for sure.
Wow, great, great. So Jody, I see you all over social media. You're doing great things with the Bloody Mary industry, the arena. You're doing designer drinks. You're supporting brands like myself and all the Bloody Mary brands out there. You're supporting the bars and restaurants. You're really, in my view, you become a great ambassador to the Bloody Mary world. And I just want to, talk about it a little bit. What was your passion? What kind of drove you into just loving Bloody Marys like you do?
My dad loved V8. He had a V8 every day, and I think that got me started. In my early 20s, first hangover, a good friend made me a Bloody Mary, and from there, it just kind of expanded. I have to say the Bloody Mary enthusiast group has just blown up like my ideas and what I experiment with. But I was kind of simple. It was V8, maybe some Zing Zang. And now, being introduced to like Gear Mix and all these mixes out there, it's just opened so many doors. And I have fun doing it. My family loves to come over for Bloody Marys. My friends count on me. So it's just kind of my little hobby.
Wow, really cool. People like myself, I'm sure all my friendly competitors really love what you're doing. It's great. And, just because this is a Murph Zooming with the Murph, I do have to ask you, in all due respect to my competitors, what do you like specifically about the Murphs? I know that you've embraced the brand a little bit.
The Murphs is super fresh. I don't know how you make it so fresh, but it tastes like it's just fresh tomatoes. I love the consistency of it. It's a thicker consistency to me, but I just add more vodka, which is completely fine. I like I'm spicy, so I like the hot and spicy one.
All right. So thank you, much appreciated. What else? One of my marketing tactics with Murph and Bonafide is that people use it, and it is a great Bloody Mary. I have to agree with you, but also people do cook and marinate with it, Jody. What do you do? Are you doing anything like that?
Yeah. So actually, I make chicken wings, Bloody Mary chicken wings, and I know you have a recipe on the back of your party box, which is delicious, but I'm addicted to my air fryer. So I use your hot and spicy, and then I also use your dry rub on my wings, and they're delicious. Everyone loves them.
Oh, those wings look great. Yeah. I've done a number of cooking shows where I've done similar things with meatloaf and chicken and marinating steaks and all sorts of things with Murph, because really when it comes down to it, is an all natural tomato-based delicious product that you can put on almost anything. But but your Cheerios, anything but your Cheerios.
I put it in you as well. What got you started into making a Bloody Mary mix? That's like a huge overhaul.
Yeah. It's been well, you know what? It's similar to you. I have a passion for Bloody Marys. I like tomato juice, and really, it comes from a family recipe. My fathers and sisters, back when I was a kid, for family gatherings, used to make Bloody Marys all the time, and they were very passionate about it for whatever reason. And I just took note. And through the years, when I was old enough to drink, I started using that recipe, making it for my friends and relatives. And then I turned it into showing up with tailgates. And I live in Long Island, so there's a lot of beach clubs here. So I would take it to beach clubs. And time after time, people kept saying to me, Murph, you should bottle this, you should bottle this. And, I never thought, Jody, I'd ever do anything entrepreneurial about Murphs ever. But then I walked into supermarkets and started looking at what the leading brands were doing. And I noticed glaring holes, which I think a lot of people, yourself included, would agree with me. A plastic bottle, preservatives. The industry, I thought, was underserved in terms of branding and personality. So I started plugging all those weaknesses into my head. And I said, wow, I want to attack this. And that's pretty much how Murph was born. And, I started in the backseat of my car in like 07, knocking on doors, and it's in about 27, 28 states. It's on Amazon, as you know, and a lot of people in the group, the enthusiast group, talk about it. So I think I'm onto something.
Your mix, I see a lot of positive comments, which got me to try it. So I'm glad you got it. What's your secret to keeping it? Why does it taste so fresh?
I can't go too deep into that because of trade secrets. uh,
Recipe.
well, let's just put, the easy way to say this is I cook it like Sunday sauce and then I bottle it. That's the best way to say it without
Okay.
taking away my process and my trade secrets.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's great. So look, you love Murph's. You made a nice little glass there for yourself. You want to show everybody what you made?
Love to share this with you. Let me just turn it so that my egg shows as well.
Okay. Look at that. So tell everybody, what do you have on there? It looks like an egg. It looks like a couple stuffed olives, a pepperoncini. What do you got?
So what I have here, Murph, is a farm fresh egg. I have chicken, so it's farm fresh egg, hard boiled egg, and then blue cheese olive. I like to stuff the blue cheese myself fresh when I make them.
Okay.
I'm into this Yancey's Fancy cheese. So I have their Buffalo Hot, and I also have their, no, I'm lying to you. I have their Bacon Gouda.
Okay.
And
wait, there's no lying on ZOOMIN with the Murph. You got to tell the truth.
Okay, so the truth is, this is bacon, and then I have an olive that's stuffed with onion and tomato.
Okay.
Sun-dried. Then I have a steakhouse onion piece of cheese, and then a Murph's pepperoncini.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Just so we can look at it one more time, because I know in the Bloody Mary enthusiast group, you're making stuff like this all the time, and you're always commenting on others that make similar drinks. So we're all,
Yeah.
I know I speak for the group, we're all very appreciative of what you're doing.
Well, thank you. And it's my little breakfast that I have. I usually do a nice little exercise in the morning. It's my recovery drink. It's my
Cool.
treat.
Cool. So, what I do at Zooming with the Murph is I find people like you who are pumped up about Bloody Marys, and I like to bring them on and talk about the industry a little bit, and perhaps maybe they talk about my brand a little bit, but it's all good, and it's all for the good energy of what we're trying to do here, which is get Bloody Marys become a more popular drink around the universe.
Well, thank you. I'm so glad that you reached out to me, because I love your mix. Do you see anything, what's coming ahead of, like in the future? Do you have anything exciting planned?
Well, yes. The future for me is really, I'm in Target in the Northeast. Not me, Murph's is in Target in the Northeast, and it's doing quite well. And if any people in the group are familiar with Wegmans, particularly in the Northeast, they would. It's doing great in Wegmans.
Okay.
Really for Murph's, the next step or the next vision is for Target to take this brand and take it national or even semi-national. So right now I'm considered a regional with them, but I'd love to be in the Midwest. I'd love to be in the Southeast. I'd love to be in the Southwest. So in all the Target stores. And that, once you get to that level, the Publix of the world take notice, the Costco's of the world take notice. And that's sort of the path I'm taking right now, is to try to turn this into a national brand.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Thank you, Jody. So, wow, it's so great, being with you today and seeing your passion and feeling your energy, and you're quite the ambassador for Bloody Mary industry in a whole. And thank you for being with Zooming with the Murph.
Sure. Cheers, Murph.
You got it, Jody. Cheers.
Have a good weekend.
You too.